Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the coordinate plane and plotting points. So we're going to focus on relations this unit, and relations are just relationships between two variables, so an x and a y, or like an ordered pair. And we can represent the relations in the following ways. We can use equations, we can use words, we can use ordered pair like I just talked about, we can use tables and graphs. And you can take any one of these five ways to represent a relation and turn it into the other four. So if I give you a set of ordered pair, you can make it into a table, which you can plot on a graph. You can also take a graph and create a table, which will give you a set of ordered pair. And then you can also write equations, and of course you can always use words to describe what is happening in math. So where are we going to start? We're going to start with the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane can be used to plot points and graph lines. This system allows us to describe algebraic relationships in a visual sense and also helps us create and interpret algebraic concepts. It's important when looking at a quadrant or a coordinate plane to remember that the plane consists of a horizontal axis, which is called the x-axis, and the y-axis, which is the vertical axis, okay? Sometimes it's hard for students to remember which one's x and y, but for the most part, they're going to be labeled for you. And then the other way is when you write a uppercase capital Y, the stick at the bottom goes up and down, so that helps me kind of remember that the y-axis will also go up and down. Okay, these are just number lines that actually intersect at right angles. So that means that the two axes where they intersect, we call that the origin. And the origin is at 0 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis. So the origin point is going to be right here in the middle, and the x-coordinate there is 0, and the y-coordinate there is 0. So what I mean is as we count across our x-axis, we start at 0, and when I go 1 to the right, I'm at positive 1. If I start going to the left, I'm going to go to negative numbers. Up and down is the same thing for our y-axis. So if I go up the y-axis, I have positive numbers, and if I go down the y-axis, I have negative numbers. Okay, as I talked about earlier, an ordered pair, such as x and y, we are going to use these to help us plot graphs and make tables. It is important to remember that your ordered pair are always in alphabetical order. And ordered pair are always in parentheses, so two numbers with a comma in between wrapped in parentheses. The first ordered pair, or the first number in the ordered pair, is the x value. So that represents where you move left and right across that horizontal axis. The y value is the second number, and that tells you how far you need to shift up or down. Okay, so the origin, for example, would be labeled as 0, 0, because our x value at the origin is 0 and our y value at the origin is 0. So again, that would all relate back to the ordered pair in the middle, or the point in the middle where the two axes cross. Let's do a couple of examples on plotting points and naming points. So in example 1, I want you to plot the point -2, 1. So remember, x comes first. That tells us where we need to go left and right. Y comes second. That tells us where we need to go up and down. So on the x-axis, I need to go to -2. And on the y-axis, I need to go up 1. So that's going to be the point right there. Okay, in example 2, I'm giving you a point and I want you to label it. So I want you to write out the ordered pair. So again, I'm going to do x first. That's left and right. So how far from the origin do I need to move to line up with the point I'm trying to get to? I need to go over, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and now I'm lined up with that point. So that means I have a positive 4 as my x-coordinate. And then how far do I need to go up and down? From the origin, I need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces in order to be lined up with my point. So my y value of my ordered pair is going to be a positive 5. So my coordinate, or my ordered pair for the point listed, is 4, 5.